Hello and welcome to the channel. It's me, Chris Brooks. Right, some more ball ache for you to listen to. I don't know. Will things ever get any better? So, according to the Mail Online, energy bills to rise again from January in bitter blow to cash-strapped Brits as Ofgem price cap rises to £1,738 a year. The energy price cap is to rise for the second consecutive quarter from January in a bitter blow to cash-stripped Brits, leaving typical households facing a £1,738 bill. Ofgem today announced that the typical household energy bill will rise by 1.2% or £21 to £1,738 from £1,717 on January the 1st. Energy consultants Cornwall Insight have previously predicted a 1% fall to £1,697, but said this was now no longer the case, coming as a blow after prices rose by 10% in October. It comes as millions of pensioners face a winter with less support after the government decided to scrap the winter fuel payments for those who do not receive pension credits or other benefits. About 10 million pensioners will miss out on payments of up to £300 this year as a result. Earlier this week, Cornwall Insight said, given the price cap rise in October, many will have been hoping to see a fall in the cap for January. Unfortunately, forecasts show that prices will be staying relatively high for the remainder of winter, but prices are still expected to fall slightly in both the second and fourth quarters of next year, according to the energy consultants Cornwall Insight. So yeah, that's fine once they're all dead, died of hypothermia. Hope we can lower the prices a bit now. And this is a quick graph to show you how the Ofgem energy cap is set to rise again in January. Charities criticised the January increase, with Simon Francis, coordinator of the End Fuel Poverty Coalition, commenting, as the temperatures plummet, a fourth winter of energy bills now crisis looms large in people's minds. The decision to introduce the price cap change in the middle of winter was taken by Ofgem in 2022 and was described as an inhumane policy at the time. No wonder it has been opposed by campaigners ever since, as households will now have to find more money to keep themselves warm at the worst possible time. It's all by design, people. It's all by design. The UK pays like ridiculous amounts of energy prices compared to other countries in the world. Already, the average household will have paid over £2,500 extra for their energy than we had not been so exposed to the volatile energy markets. To make matters worse, the new government has cut back the levels of support available to some of the most at-risk elderly households. While we welcome the government's long-term plans to boost home energy efficiency, to bring down bills and improve energy security by stabilising prices, these reforms will take time to effect and will be of no comfort to those struggling this winter. But a Labour Party spokesman blamed the previous government, saying that this morning the Conservatives trashed Britain's energy security by leaving us exposed to global shocks, and working people are still paying the price. From banning offshore wind to failing to deliver new nuclear, their reckless decisions sent bills soaring. Labour is fixing the mess the Conservatives created, and with our clean energy mission, that will protect consumers and boost our energy security. I'm getting the word bollocks. They are just as bad, if not worse. In fact, I would say Labour have damaged the country more in the very short time that they've been in power than the Conservatives have, probably for the last couple of years. So stop talking bollocks. We know it's bollocks. What's the answer, people, besides cancelling? What's the answer, people, besides cancelling their direct debits? Maybe not the older people, because that's just not how they do things, is it? And then you've got this as well in the Epoch Times, where, you know, with winter fuel cuts could force 100,000 pensioners into poverty by 2027. Yeah, that's all very well if they make it that long. Up to 100,000 pensioners could fall into relative poverty by 2027, owing to cuts to winter fuel payments. Now restricted to those on pension credit, critics warn that this policy leaves thousands struggling to stay warm, with many just above the poverty line excluded from support. The government claims the cuts are necessary to save 1.5 billion annually. I'm sorry, how much are we sending to bloody Ukraine? How much money are we wasting on pathetic net zero? On solar panels that in a country that doesn't even have much sun in it? Fucking ridiculous. While efforts to increase a pension credit uptake have boosted applications by 152%, however, concerns remain about the policy's true savings, as processing more claims offsets the cost reductions. Well, I guess the true benefit really is that if pensioners are deceased because of lack of care, lack of heat, then that's a lot of money that the government are saving in things like pensions and NHS and whatever else the governments rape you for these days. It's not a nice world at the moment, is it? Especially if you're older or just poor, which seems to be an ever increasing number. So on that happy note, look after yourselves, take care, speak to you all again soon. Bye for now.